Let's set up now our multi-container emitters. So I'm gonna go to my let me go, yeah, source setup, and in here we're going to add on the side our, our multiple emitters. Okay, so first I'm gonna display everything here, and I'm going to draw a curve. So I'm gonna go first in wireframe mode, and let's just draw a curve. Okay, that might be a bit extreme, so just move it a bit like this. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab that curve, cut it, I don't need this one anymore, and go inside my source setup and just paste it here. Okay, so if I display the points, because for some reason it doesn't let me to display anything. Okay, nice bug. So anyway, let's come a little bit up here on the right. I'm gonna add a transform node. Okay, so and I'm gonna bring that up. Okay, so now I'm just gonna add a resample SOP just to add more points. Okay, so that's not really interesting. And you know what, let's just redraw that curve. I don't want to be it like this. I just going to change it from polygons to NURBS to have something nicer. So hopefully not being able to see what I'm creating is kind of frustrating. So let's dive in, paste it, and I'm gonna resample it straight before I transform it, just to have being able to see the curve I have. Okay, so now that I'm able to see my curve, I'm gonna just grab my points, bring it closer to the center. Hopefully you won't have that display bug I'm having now. Could be a Windows thing, not sure. Anyway. Okay. Not a real deal. That's it. I'm happy with this. So now I'm just gonna put in between the transform SOP. I'm gonna just put that as 0 because that's what you would have. So now I'm gonna bring it up. Oh, and just one thing I want to change. I see that one of the points here, oops, moved. So let me copy this and just change it here. So that it should be, yeah, flat. Just easier to start to have like a flat curve. Okay. So now I'm gonna bring in here the mountain again. We're going to do the same we did before. We're just gonna get the cross product, okay, and align our normals to the direction of the animation we want. So post compute, I'm gonna make this one again a bit bigger. Okay, now I don't see any normals at all. Why don't? Okay, right, my bad. Bringing in first the geo would help. So out mountain. Okay, good. So now again, vops up. And I'm just gonna go force compile right away. Cross product. Grabbing the normals. Okay, and 0, 1. So it's pointing in the right direction. Renaming it to cross. Okay, now I'm just gonna do some smooth. Oops. The attribute a little bit, so not the position, but we're going to go to other attribute and then put n, and I'm just gonna change this a little bit, smooth a little bit more, and bring that up. Oops, yeah, 90. So just make it a bit smoother, okay? And now scatter. Oh yeah, I'm still having the other objects. So yeah, we don't really see any difference anymore once we scatter the points, so I'm not sure it's necessary. I'm gonna leave it. So attribute transfer. So attribute transfer. Now I'm gonna turn off primitives. Come on, there. Just grab the normals. It's cooking. We have quite some points now here, so turn this off. Okay, I'm gonna reduce the amount of points because right now it's insane. So how many do we have there? Yeah. Okay, 0.9 is not bad. Okay, so we have around 90 points. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna break that regular pattern that it's too smooth. So I'm just gonna add some noise to the position, okay? So I'm gonna add an anti-alias noise. I'm going as well here. Use an add, grab the position. I'm going to put, I don't think I'm going to fit anything in there right now. So position, and it crashed for some reason. Okay, so I'm gonna reopen the file. So I reopened the file, saved it. So Let me go on the first frame, just in case. And now I'm gonna plug my noise. Okay, and I'm just going to promote frequency, offset, amplitude, and the roughness. Okay. So now, what I can see here, okay, it changed the normal direction as well. So one thing I want to do, even though I'm not gonna work with the normals right now, I'm just gonna get them straight in and out, because otherwise noise, once I move my points, noise is gonna the normals are getting recompute, and we don't want that to happen right now. So let's just break this a bit apart. I'm gonna add some noise there. Okay, one other thing I want to change in here, I'm going to change this to 3D noise. Okay. So that's, yeah, it's maybe a bit too much. Okay. Yeah, not much, but that's gonna be enough for now. So other thing I want to do, I want now to kind of, so this I'm just gonna do position, noise, and I'm gonna do another vops up, and I'm gonna affect mostly now our normals and the velocity. Okay, so noise, velocity, oops, velocity. So I'm gonna again put an NT alias noise. No, let's put an NT alias flow noise. Position. I'm gonna grab the current normals, multiply, and for now we're just going to put it in the normals as well. So this is something I don't want to happen, okay, because they're going backward as well. So to do this, I'm going to already change a few things. So I'm gonna, oops, clamp this. Between 0 and 1. Okay, so we don't have any negative values anymore. So that's the first thing. And actually I don't want it to be at 0. I'm gonna raise that a little bit, and this I'm gonna put like 1000. I know it's never gonna go that high, but just to make sure I'm not clamping the higher value. Okay, so one other thing I'm gonna put there, I'm gonna grab the time, put it inside the flow. So again, now we don't see anything. So let's go here and check what we can change. We're going to change this to 3D nodes actually, and again big value there. I'm just gonna copy paste my value. Okay, that's better. And same here, copy. So now if I put a 1, yeah, we can barely see anything because we're already with higher than 1. So I'm gonna just put this one at 0.01. And behind here I'm gonna put another multiply, and I'm gonna promote this one, select it, and just call this one noise multiplier, default value 1, and that's it. Oops, 1 between 0 and 10. Okay, I'm gonna put it at 0.1 here. That should be more interesting. No, not. Okay. And I'm gonna promote this one, frequency. Yeah, let's promote all these. So if I would go with a higher frequency, or even a low one, okay, I think the values are going to be too high. I might have to still clamp them as well. So let's just plug this to the velocity as well. Tick, tick, tick. So velocity. If I go back up and I just go to the detail view, and no, actually, that might be alright. So let's just see what this is gonna give me. Okay, so I'm just gonna display all this again, and now I'm just gonna put a pop net. So I'm gonna use the old pop network. I'm not gonna go inside DOPS for this. I'm gonna put a source pop, use first context geometry. I'm gonna turn this to 0. I'm gonna do this $f is equal to 1, and I'm gonna go here, let's say 50. I want to see this. Okay, why is it not showing anything? Okay, why is it going so slow? So let me quickly check my resources. Okay. Yeah, what I'm gonna do, I still had M play open, so I'm gonna kill M play because it was using quite some memory. Okay, there's still something cooking that I don't want. I don't know. Computer getting all up again. Yeah, there's something there that slows it down. Okay, I think anyway, kind of get a feeling that yeah, I might want to speed up everything, so if I display my normals again, and I go to my clamp, speed that up. Okay, so I'm gonna promote this one. And kind of thinking maybe put in this one here. Hold on, what just happened there? Oh no, that's great. So let's promote it. And I don't see. I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna delete this one as well. It seems to be erroring. Okay, so promote, and I'm gonna expose this one just to prevent it to disappear. So if I just multiply it here first and then promote, expose. No, I'm gonna do it differently, sorry. I don't want this here. Okay, I'm gonna put here parameter and then float to vector. Bring this a bit to the size like this. Minimum. Okay, and this one belongs here. So this is going to be clamp min. This one noise multiplier. Okay, so did that change anything or not? I don't think so. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like this, I think. Or maybe let me lower this, yeah. Then yeah, see what I get with my speed now. Okay, so that's way too slow. Now I'm just gonna clamp a little bit more. I don't have that much difference. So just to visualize it here. Okay, 2. And another thing I'm going to do, how many points? 90. I'm gonna go add more points there. Okay. Okay, speed that up a little bit. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna leave this here and let's say for just want to compare now where my sphere was at that frame. Oh, actually, I'm too fast now. So just correcting this. Yeah, that seems pretty good. One thing I still want to check, if I go at top view, kind of want to push it a little bit more, maybe sideways, because it's really, yeah, I don't feel anything going on the Z axis. So let's just change this. I don't want it to be so straight. So if I go here, no, that was just a position. So now I want to control the Z axis. So vector, no, float to vector. If I take this, and here, just gonna leave it at 1. Let's see what we're gonna get there. That didn't seem to change, so I'm going to put an add. Let's bring this to the side. So why is it not doing what I'm expecting? Okay. Let's try something different just for 1 second. I don't like when it goes too crazy and I don't get the result I'm expecting. So I'm gonna go with an ad for now. Grab this. Oops. This. Okay, so I don't see any updates on my normals right there. That's frustrating. Oh, yeah, right. That doesn't help if I'm not looking at the correct nodes. So, okay, there we go. Wasn't that hard? Yeah, okay, my bad. I was looking at the particles. So here, what I'm gonna do, because that's a little bit too crazy, okay? I'm just going to multiply this. Let's do actually a multi-constant. And I'm gonna lower this. Okay, because I don't need it to be big. Just want it to move slightly on the z-axis as well. Okay, that's more interesting. So yeah, make sure you're pointing at the right. You're displaying the right node. Okay, so now it's, you can even add a little bit more. Okay, that's something I can live with. So now I'm gonna cache this out. Okay, so I'm gonna put a file cache. I'm gonna call this emission points, and I'm going to bake that out. So that's gonna be really fast. Okay. Why is it telling me it doesn't work? Why it actually did? Doesn't matter. Okay, so now if I play this, yeah, I got my particles. So let's go and display everything. And now I'm just gonna select a couple of points I don't like. Actually, I'm gonna, yeah, get rid of these. Like this. So those are the one I'm gonna keep now, okay? And I think I still have too much points. because we're going to have a lot of overlapping just here. How many points do I have there? Yeah, that seems to be kind of too much. And now what I'm going to do just here on top of that, I'm just going to add a delete sub. Let me just check the numbers, if they are following each other. Yeah, so they are. Okay, so they already sorted based on the axis, so that's good. I don't have to sort my point numbers. And now here I'm gonna do point by expression and $p $pt modulo let's say 5, yeah, maybe 4, yeah, let's say 4. Okay, so I keep only one every 4 points. Okay, so I went down from 66 points to 17. Okay, so now I'm going to put an attribute create, and I'm going to call this one start frame. Sorry. And it's going to be frame 1 because these are going to be moving from the very beginning. Okay. So I'm just going to hide everything because I don't know why it has issues cooking it. So now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to add time shift. Okay. And here as expression, I'm going to change this. I'm going to turn off integer frame and I'm going to use a clamp expression. And I'm going to say $ff minus 50. So I'm going to have an offset of 50 frames. And this between 1 and let's say 1,000. Okay. So if I look at this, we see it's not moving. And when we reach frame 50, then it starts to move. Okay. So now I'm going to copy this one 2 times. And this one is going to be then frame 50. This one, I'm going to put it at 100. And I'm going to copy paste my time shift. Let's put a light blue color. And this one is going to be 100. And we can now merge them back together. Okay. And now if I look at this, I'm having, okay, all my points. So that's how we're going to get our trails going. Oh, not our trails, but like having all our volumes overlapping each other. Okay, so you could still, if you really want, add some noise behind here to not have the exact same positions. Okay, that's really up to you, but it might not be necessary. So now one thing I want to do here, I'm gonna this time have to look at here, because I see I have points, okay, going under my surface. So I'm okay here, but not at the beginning. So I'm gonna put transforms up. I definitely don't want to have an expression here on an animated object, because otherwise it's going to moving up and down all the time. So make sure it's always when you have animated object to have this one, the pivot at 0. And now I just raise that up. Raise that up. Yeah, nothing is going underneath anymore, so that's fine. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab again here my terrain, and I'm just going to put straight a smooth SOP. So if you look at our terrain, and now I'm just gonna smooth this one a little bit. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna bring this one down here. And I'm gonna use a raise up. And I'm gonna bring down all my particles on the surface. Okay, so I'm gonna go here, ray. Okay, so now I'm gonna go here, -1. So now we can see it's really matching the terrain. And that seems to be working well. Okay. Finally, we're going to raise it up again. Because we want it to be a little bit higher, like we had with the sphere, okay? So the volume has space to move around, and it's not, and the sphere is not intersecting with our ground. So this we had a sphere from a radius of 1, so just move that a little bit higher. So 1.3 should be fine. We have like 30 centimeters between the lowest part of our sphere and the ground. Okay, so now I'm gonna put down a new sphere with a radius of 1. Okay, copy SOP. Go to the attribute tab, turn it on, and here what we're going to do, we're going to bring in a start frame, and we leave everything by default. So if I move the mouse, I have start frame, velocity, okay, alpha, yeah, we don't use any alpha, we can leave it. Okay, so now I have my spheres coming in. Okay. So I'm gonna put a connectivity SOP just to be able to get an attribute, a unique value per sphere. You know what? That's not necessary. Let's just go here and create an attribute. Attribute create, because the point count doesn't change. So anyway, that's fine. And we're gonna call this emitter. I don't remember. Yeah, so that was it. Yeah, so okay, and this we're going to make it an integer, and value we're going to use $pt. So now if I go to my detail view, I'm just gonna hide everything I don't need and go to emitter. So now we see, okay, every point has the value of the point number, and in here I'm gonna just add emitter. Okay, Actually, let me just put this to primitive. Okay, so now it's stored on my primitive. Okay, and what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna put a delete sub. I'm gonna put it as expression. I'm gonna add a parameter to it. So edit, oops, edit parameter interface, and I'm going to bring an integer. I'm gonna put it. Where do we have filter expression? So I'm gonna put it just on top of the filter expression, so it's gonna be displayed just here. Okay, and I'm gonna cut this num. Just call it num. Accept. And here I'm gonna type dollar emitter is equal to ch, and then we're going to put num. Oops. So this, and delete non-selected. Like this, we can see, okay, I can switch from one emitter, so one sphere, to the other. And we're going to connect this inside an OTL to an OTL, okay? And OTL is going to be able to change the emitter per sim. So one thing I want to put more, so I'm going to just grab my original sphere because I don't want to delete it. I still want to keep it if I have to make some changes. So that's a good one to use. I'm just going to add here switch. Put it in between like this. Okay. And now if I go here, P, I'm going to put my switch to the first input. And it's going to bring it from the delete, so out. Okay. And that's kind of it for my emitter setup. So let's just check this. If I'm just gonna turn this one off, go in here, I want to display the density. Okay, just to show you that if I lock the viewport here now, I'm diving in here. I'm gonna put this one just in green. I switch. Okay, so now everything is matching the correct emitter. Next step is going now to create our OTL to just run our sim locally one by one. Okay, so you can just set everything up and then just click render, and you can do whatever you want. Go to bed if it's late at night, and come out in the morning, and you're gonna have so many sims that are already ran overnight. Okay.